Welcome, one and all, to the Buckle In Podcast.
Viewers beware, you're in for a scale. Buckle in, yeah, buckle in. Some real strange things will be discussed. So if you offend easily, please don't listen, thanks so much, yeah.
I just need to read it more time. All right. Welcome to another episode of the Buckle In Pod with Tommy and Gage and special guest Leroy Jenkins, a.k.a. Joey D, where we get down to brass tacks and dive right into some unnerving, yet rather thought-intensive scenarios and situations. Take some time with us to step into a fucked-up alternate reality where anything goes and decisions have to be made. Let's buckle in. Absolutely. What's going on, fellas?
Dan.
We
good. What a fucking...
First and foremost,
hey.
let's talk about what actually needs to be talked about.
Oh, that shit is cray.
Bro, it's actually insane.
But...
right. Do you want to start with...
Do you want me to start with mine?
I mean, I'll do one of mine.
How many you got, Tommy?
More than that's going to be on this app. I got
right.
like 4 or 5.
Oh, Christ almighty. All right, rattle one off.
I'll probably do 3 of them today. So I got more than
I got one good one. I got one really good one.
I think mine's okay.
Well, keep the bangers for the last one. We got to do like more straightforward.
Bangers.
Grease
go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I think
Tread lightly.
This one was a little tricky for me because I didn't know what to put the dollar figure at. I started at $1 million, and I bumped it to 5. And I guess we'll talk through it. Let's see what's going on. $5 million. $5 million. So I said, for $5 million, I feel like this is fucking hard. For $5 million, you have to take the same condition that Jim Carrey had in Liar Liar for the rest of your life. And every consequence that can come from that, that's for you to deal with. So, like, if you're in a fucking spot and be like, look at this fat bitch, and his or her husband is fucking Brock Lesnar, you're dead. You know what I mean? So, like,
okay.
I guess, like, or you might have you might get arrested, you might get fired, you might get some hospital visits. So you gotta live with it every day. You cannot lie.
I just gotta make decisions.
For $5 million?
Okay.
Yes. I think there's a lot of scenarios, at least for me, but maybe I'm just I got an imagination on me and I'm a fucking Italian prick. But I could be fucking going around, I'd see some fucking ugly fat bastard and be like, this fucking
so like,
garbage,
right,
man.
okay. I'm trying to remember the movie. I know it's like Liar Liar, but like as soon as something pops into my head, it needs to be said.
So for instance, you'll probably remember this clip. He's in the elevator with a busty.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
He looks at it, he goes, nice cans. Mama.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That's the exact example I was going to give.
So, I mean...
So it's not like he said, like he wanted to say one thing and just it came out the real way.
All of his
like,
horny
he
thoughts.
Literally, he could not... And what about... I thought he walked past someone down the street, too, while he was, like, losing his shit, like, towards the end of the movie, and said some blurt-out shit to someone, too, when he was, like, running and trying to, like... He was, like, running past people, just like, and just, like, said something to someone over here, and blurred some shit over here. Like, so, yeah, it's
basically
kind of
like you have Tourette's, but it's actually what you think.
I mean, I don't really go into public a lot. I would just literally, like, anytime I was in public, I would just look down.
Just
you know what I mean?
Blinders.
Like, wouldn't look at anybody. I mean,
yeah.
Nothing's going to pop into my head if I don't look at anybody. You know, every time I go somewhere, I look at somebody, I'm like, ugly.
What if you're...
fucked up eyeballs.
What if you're in a work
You know what I'm saying? Like...
And, like, hey, we just brought in this new
I
hire.
would be fired. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'd get fired in one day. If I could not lie, I'd literally get fired. That's not even one day. Probably the first call that I'd have. Be like, yeah. I just also feel like, though, there is in my head, there is a scenario where if you were to say no, someone could say no just because that would give me so much anxiety, like you said, to even like go out in person or do something. I'd be like, holy shit. Like it would change the way I live my life because I'd be so scared to go out.
I'd be walking on eggshells everywhere I go.
Every day. That's what I'm saying. So I think that part can weigh in. So I didn't know the dollar figure to books. I do feel like it's harder than
That's why
Like,
the
for a
5
mil,
million, because I would just turn
honestly,
into
you
a
just get a
fucking
fucking-
brown recluse and just fucking live in the fucking
You just
woods.
get a fucking blue
and
collar
never see
job
anybody.
where you're allowed to say whatever the fuck you want and you're chilling.
But that
You
too,
got
yeah,
fucking
get on a
construction.
construction site and be like, "Hey, you fucking ugly bitch."
He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Hey, baby, I'm not gay.
Fucking-
5-minute
See
break.
a hot chick walk by and you just catcall her with the horniest fucking words. And
Yeah,
hey, you now own the company.
Like
You're
that
promoted.
shit can. So,
yeah. It's like Ted. It's like,
Yeah, I
I
was gonna-
fucked her with this parsnip. He's like,
And then I sold it to a
You're
family
promoted.
of 4.
dude, that is one of the best parts. Where he's like, you're hired. He's like, what?
you know what? You're hired. He's like, fuck.
Fuck, and then he gets promoted. He's like,
I mean,
what?
5 mil, I would easily do it, dude. Because
But
honestly,
I feel like I did bring it back for a mil. I feel like I'd confidently not do it.
Yeah,
To be
100%.
honest.
no,
for $1
I would
million.
need 5 million because I would need at least $1 million liquid for me
Yes.
to live for the next couple years to, sort out my fucking predicaments because I need to figure out how my brain works and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I mean, dude, you even invest a fifth of that. 1 million you invest, dude, you could put $1 million in a fucking long-term savings account and make fucking thousands off it.
Yeah,
Fuck
or
it.
you just,
Yeah, fuck
or
that.
you
I'd
just
do
put
it.
it on the
I'd do
Knicks
it.
money line
And
Saturday.
then I feel like I almost would. Yeah, wait,
or
what
you
did you
just put
say?
on Knicks money line Saturday. Here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you could just fucking go all in and fucking double, triple,
Yeah.
fucking that shit.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you just do this fucked up scenario for $5 million, put it on red, lose it all. Now you can't lie for the rest of your life. Wow, with that suck.
But yeah, I would.
But boy,
Definitely
would you
either
feel
one.
alive in that moment.
Dude,
I
I
guess.
honestly think that like there'd be some scenarios where like
I feel like I'd
fuck
get
around
used
with the
to
wrong person, you get
100%.
killed. So you walk around New York City or like any big city, Chicago,
Yeah.
like,
I ain't
LA.
going. I ain't going. That's the thing.
Just saying,
I ain't going.
You say the wrong shit to the wrong person, you might just get
Well,
shot.
see,
and
that's
kicked
gonna
in the
be-
sewer grate.
Well, right, and
Done.
that's a lifestyle choice though, because you go to fucking all kinds of goddamn public games and events. I don't really. I'm fine with
Yeah, but you go to
you.
the, you go to the
You'd
You'd be
bar.
dead in a minute. Every fucking goddamn
I'd be
game
dead.
you go to, you'd be fucking dead.
I almost get in fights and I
That's what
and
I'm
I can't
saying.
hold my tongue.
That's what I mean. So you'd be
Yeah,
dead.
but Gage,
Well-
you go to the bar. No?
I do, but not that much.
What if
mean,
you were just
all it
looking
takes is
down,
one
Gage,
trip.
like you said?
You see a fucking
I
Gorlek
guess,
the
yeah.
Destroyer in a corner.
That's what I'm saying. I would literally be.
That's what I'm saying. What if you were looking down, like you said,
Jeez.
and you're like this? You're like locked in. You're like, fuck it, I'll just look down. I won't look at nothing. All of a sudden, big, fat, smelly bitch comes up, and you're like, who the fuck smells like ass over here? And it's just like, what the fuck? And you can't even get away from it.
Or a thick midget walks right
Well,
into your
I guess that
fucking
is-
line of view.
There would be some scenarios though where someone like that around you would be hysterical. Like imagine being like in some kind of like presentation or performance or something, and you're just like, this guy fucking sucks ass, or like out loud, just like this fucking blows. Like the guy from SpongeBob, he's like, oh brother, this guy
Yeah. I mean,
that would be funny as shit.
5 million is the absolute
You-
minimum, and they like
That's
you
why I
have
bumped
to
it.
have
I would do that
Because,
to
yeah.
market to that. Like
because then how you got to
It would take
enjoy the money, like because then you're gonna be like, wow, I have all this
Yeah, but-
money, I want to go like enjoy it.
I mean, I think the
you
ultimate
can
goal
enjoy
would
it
be
in
to make the
seclusion.
5 mil.
Like, you can go on a boat
Yeah.
and just like
Yeah,
sail
just
around the
hook her in
Mediterranean.
Island.
low.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
the ultimate goal would be to turn the 5 mil into like hundreds of millions
Yes.
as fast as you could, because once you get that rich, you're pretty much an asshole anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
Exactly.
You go around as
That's
a
what I'm
rich
saying. I think
$200
you'd get
million
used to
billionaire.
being like a douchebag, right? Because
Yeah.
then you're so rich,
That's
then
what-
it's like I almost want
just a
to. I
millionaire.
almost want to say
Here's
what's on my
10
mind.
grand.
Yeah, it'd be
Stop
like,
being a
hey,
fucking-
you're an ugly fuckhead. And then I'd be
Yeah.
like, I have
Yeah, like,
5
I think-
security guards ready to kill you.
Well, I think we've said that in the past too. Like, how funny it would be just to like go up and like tell people like you're mine and then just like pay them
Yeah.
off. You just be like, yeah, you're ugly
Yeah.
bitch. Here's 5
Dude,
grand.
exactly.
Go fuck
Call
yourself.
me.
Exactly.
And just pay them
You
off.
can absolutely decimate my existence verbally.
Mm-hmm.
Give me $500. All right, I forget.
Like, give me some cat.
Yep.
Thanks.
Exactly. Exactly. You want to spit in my eye? $20.
Although Margot Robbie, if you're listening, you could do that for free,
I was
please.
going to say.
She could hit me with her
Reciprocated.
fucking with her G wagon. I'd fucking
Yeah,
probably
she
not.
can crash a plane
Absolutely.
into my face, and I'd say
Is there a
thank you.
cat in heat? What the fuck
what
was
was
that?
I don't even know, but I heard it through my fucking.
What?
It was
Is
my
someone
roommate.
getting murdered in the apartment next door?
Woo-hoo. Is a howler
Talking about a
monkey?
snuff film.
Yo, that's actually howler monkeys, bro, are underrated. Those shits are fucking hysterical.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. I wish I could have one.
I would shoot them.
Oh,
Honestly. Like, you're telling me kind of
yeah,
like...
they're so underrated. I'd murder them all.
He goes,
Sounds
"Yo,
like you're overrated."
lit. I'd shoot him.
You're telling me if there was one in your area, you wouldn't be very pissed off? Like, if you were, like, sleeping on a Saturday morning, you're... dude, I'm going out there with my fucking wood bat that's in the back of my fucking car right
Good
now.
luck,
I'm beating
dude.
that guy like a piñata. What are you talking about? You think he's going to survive? 1v1, me against a howler monkey, and I got a baseball bat? He's dead.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think they're
put that
too
in the
aggressive
scenario.
or strong.
Maybe on flat lands, if he's in a tree, you ain't catching that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
Then I'll call him a pussy. Be like, come down. Fucking pussy.
He just starts
Just
talking
like,
fucking
please don't
English.
Throws a cigarette on the ground. He's like, what the
Can't-
fuck you say?
He just
Stop
fucking
camping,
verbally
fucking
assaults
rat.
you. Like,
Yeah.
how
You see like a glint in the tree?
Yeah.
How'd you
Yeah.
talk?
He just has like
shit.
claymores on the fucking bottom of the
Yeah,
tree.
it's trained by the Viet Cong. You step into a fucking spike
He
trap.
just drops the whole monkey act. Like he's like, you know what? Us animals have been acting like we can't speak for a long time, and I've had enough of this. He just starts talking like an Italian mobster. He's like, all right, I will come down there, you fucking piece of shit.
I live in the African
He beat-
Sahara, but
He
you
beat
know,
me
I
right
talk
then and there.
Italian.
He just pulls out a fucking
beat me right
baseball
then and
bat, breaks your kneecaps.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, you
I got
like
one
one-
of
Yeah, he
you
those.
pulls
like
out
this?
he goes, bats? He's like,
I
yeah, I
don't
made
know where
one
he'd pull
myself.
that out of. I'd be
Probably his
impressed.
ass.
He's like, I've
Maybe.
been sitting on this one quite literally for a while.
Yeah, he's like, you like the stain on it?
So what'd you say? So you both would do it?
Yeah, but you'd have
$5
to
mil?
like,
Yeah,
it
I'd
would
do
take
it.
some time to like get me to commit. But then, yeah, I would just
just
live off
hire a
some of it,
fucking
like,
financial
invest-
advisor.
I would live off $1 million, invest a $4 mil, chill out.
Exactly.
I'd probably just become a fucking garbage guy. Honestly, at that point, until
Yeah,
like
you like a sanitation worker
Yeah.
or an actual
oh,
garbage
no,
man?
no, sanitation
Like you're
worker.
garbage.
Well, I would try
Okay.
to. I mean, that's
Because
good.
I'd be a
I mean,
garbage
'cause
guy.
You're going.
Dude, I don't know why that made me laugh because you didn't say garbage,
Garbage
man. You
guy.
said, I'll just be a
Yeah, what
garbage
those
guy.
garbage fellas?
He's just like
Yeah, it's
wearing.
garbage
What are you,
pieces.
I'm
Oscar
just
the
hanging
Grouch?
out in the trash piles of New York City.
I feel like, hear me out on this. I feel like if that was my condition, I feel like I would just try to become a comedian because I feel like they're the only people in the world
I
that
mean,
can say like whatever the
yeah,
fuck
until
they
somebody-
want. People are just like, hey, he's
Until
an
you
asshole.
turn into Kramer.
Well, yeah. Hey,
I mean, well, watch the
Well,
slurs.
yeah. But
I mean,
like,
now those people, every single person who can
What-
see this
what do you mean, those
scenario, if you're a racist, this scenario,
Yeah,
you'll be dead.
toast.
You'll
Toast.
die.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're dead. So
Yes.
if you're a racist piece of shit, I already putting your ballot in for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
But I'm saying, like,
So-
if somebody
Man.
haggles you and you just, like, besides racism, like, rip them to shreds, like, and then they kill themselves. Dude,
Science.
that speaking
Science,
of,
right?
you know Chris Stefano, the comedian? So
Yeah.
he did a show in a park, like I think Washington Square Park or like Columbus Circle or some shit like that. He saw this dude walking by and like take a look at this guy, like chirped him a little bit. 3 hours later, that guy like murdered someone with his bare hands in broad daylight.
Oh my God.
In
broad daylight.
Piss me off.
Bro,
It's like, yo, I didn't even do it, bro. Like,
You wanna see the encore?
dude, fucking nuts.
My
He
God.
just sits there?
bro.
Yeah, he just sits there with the chamber
Yeah,
out.
spins it for like 30 seconds. He spins it. He's like,
Man, this needs to stop.
holy shit. Yeah, he's like, put too much WD-40 on this.
Hey, anybody want to stop this? I don't want to hurt my hands.
It's Russian roulette.
Yikes.
It's Newton's law. It stays in, what's in motion and what stays in motion till acted upon and another force or some shit. He's like, I'll sit here all day, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, Newton.
And then he just. That we said that about fucking.
Fire's like,
Hello, my honey. Hello, my.
hello, my right tongue.
Hello, my
Yeah.
right tongue.
Michigan J Frog.
Yeah, it's a Michigan J
What's his
Frog.
name?
That's him. All right. So you got one now, Gage? You want to do one of yours?
Yeah, I
And
can.
then-
I can share one, and then you want to take a break after this, probably?
yeah.
All right,
And then we'll come
with
back.
that.
We'll come back.
Okay.
I'll rip. I'll probably rip one, and then Joey D, if you got one, I'd say. I mean, unless you want to go right on the other side of the break, I just wanted to ease it back in.
Yeah, either way.
After that.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
All right, this one's got some legs to it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some questions that you guys have. So, would you rather live stream every dump or shart every time you sneeze?
Oh. I mean, I feel like I might get arrested if people had to like.
Okay,
listen
so
to
the
my
thing
dump.
is, no. Okay. So we're not gonna talk about goddamn content agreement bullshit.
No.
Like,
I just
terms
mean
of
like,
service.
I think
Forget about
people
that,
would
terms of-
sue me from the trauma of hearing my shits.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, they're like,
They're like
they're like,
PTSD.
Oh,
they're
sir,
like
you're
drop
hazing
their
half
phone.
America.
They're like,
We're gonna have to give you the death penalty.
It's like New York City therapy numbers have gone through the roof. I don't know.
Okay.
This dump is
so
sponsored
what
by
happens
BetterHelp.
is, oh my god.
So,
Actually,
I
yeah,
got-
probably
so
sponsored.
let me ask a couple questions
Okay,
first.
go
before
ahead.
You expand free ball.
Yep. Okay.
One, where am I live streaming it to?
Okay. So
Platform.
goes on your social media platforms, all of them. Okay.
Oh, sweet
It's
Jesus.
only on social media for the duration of the dump. So like as soon as you sit on the shitter, camera turns on. Okay. And then as soon as you stand up and wipe and flush, camera shuts off. And then once you flush, recording ends, it's off of social media. So it doesn't get archived. So it's really only on for, I mean, you could
Can I?
once again train yourself to shit quickly, and maybe it's only up for 5 minutes and you shit like at 6 a.m. No one sees it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You see
Can I
what I'm saying?
monetize it potentially?
I'm definitely.
You know what?
on that.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
there's some
I mean,
sick
if you're
puppies that
be
wanna
capitalist,
hear-
get an OnlyFans. You know what? I didn't even think of that.
How's it
Fucking,
going?
I didn't think of that avenue. Yeah,
I had
I mean,
another
dude, you're
question.
people would be into that.
Is like when you say like, is it just the act of me shitting in the audio, or like
Are
is
they
there
seeing
like
face?
does
No,
my
no, no,
ass
no,
and fucking
no.
pecker have to show on the
So
fucking thing?
no.
That's fine.
So what's it going to be?
Oh,
It's
okay.
going to be right in front of the shitter. It's going to be on like a tripod.
Oh, it's
and
like
you're
this.
you're gonna
Yeah.
sit. So you can tuck your junk, while you dump. But like it's just gonna be a camera in front of the shitter. You're gonna be just sitting there, and like it's gonna like people are gonna watch you like struggle. But that's the thing. It's like also if you have like a bad day and you're shitting like 12 times a day, that's gonna be a fucking marathon.
Yeah, if you had a bender.
And then also though the sharding. Let's get to the sharding here. So the size of the shart, okay,
Oh
is
god.
like, well, I got it because I figured you
I
guys
thought
were
it
going
would
to
vary.
ask. Well, I wanted to get consistency
shit,
for you
man.
guys
That
because I
don't-
Oh, so
figured
every
you guys were
shart's
going to
the
ask
same.
questions. Well, let me.
Oh,
Okay,
I just
So
figured I'd have some really tough ones, and I'd have some.
no, we're
squirters,
going
and
to
I'm
say
like,
the average is going to be like if you took a robin's egg and smashed it on the ground.
Forgive me. I haven't.
That's like the
I
size.
haven't had a
That's the
Robin's
size
egg
of
in a
the
while.
shart. Every time you sneeze.
It's been a while.
Okay, so like, so what
how
really
big is
made
a
me
robin's egg? Is that like a quail egg?
like the size of this guitar pick.
Sounds like a quail egg. Aren't quail eggs
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, about a quail egg, yeah. But imagine
I like
like
quail
smashing
eggs,
that.
man.
That's
Like a
wet and
silver dollar.
yucky. Okay, this is what made me think of it. Okay, I was mowing the lawn 2 days ago.
And you farted?
okay? I sneezed. No, I could have. That's the thing. That's the thing. I sneezed 5 goddamn times, and in my head, I sneezed twice, and I was like, "Wow, that would have meant I would have had to gone inside and changed my fucking
Did
drawers."
you already have this scenario written down? when
Yes,
you
I did.
sneezed?
Oh, yes, I did. So then I was thinking because I sneezed twice while I was mowing the lawn, and I was like, well, I would have had to go inside and change my fucking pants, and then came outside, sneezed 3 more times, and I was like, either I would have had to go inside and change my pants again, or I would just have to wear fucking Depends or fucking Pampers.
Yeah, you
all
could
day,
just do that.
You know,
All right,
so
what
that's
about-
ass.
What about people? And there's a lot of people like this. I've said this many times. You can alley gauge.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever sneezed more than twice in a sneezing session in my life. But there's people who
I've
sneeze
done
like
7.
3 minimum.
like 10 times. Like they'll be like,
Yeah,
blow your nose.
that's what I'm
motherfucker."
saying.
First
I'll have
of
a
all,
full dump in my fucking
Wait,
pants.
dude,
So if you do that, though-
you're sharding all those times.
Yeah,
And shitting.
That's gonna be my question though. Does like even if it's like one continuous string, does that count as separate sneezes, or does that count as like
Yeah,
one...
it's a robin egg per sneeze.
Oh wait, yeah,
What if you run out of poop?
Captain Underpantsing.
Yeah. So 7 times, you're 7 robin egging.
God.
What was the other one?
Or
Oh,
just
man,
live stream
bro.
your poopies.
And that and the thing is I feel like with the shitting, you can plan that. You know what I mean? The sneezing. I mean, what if you're
Yeah,
in a
I'll just
fucking
shit
job
at like
interview?
4 in the morning.
That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
just
A
shit at
job
like 4
interview.
a.m. when no one's live. I'll be like,
You're
oh,
on a
yeah.
fucking
Yeah, I'll do
airplane.
the dumb.
I'm
I'll do the
quitting
dumb,
my
yeah.
job and I'm gaining fucking horny fame quick.
I would not be tuning in,
I
but
am nothing but Taco Bell and Chipotle.
The Arabian
Yeah.
dump man.
Oh,
What are you?
man.
What the fuck are you again? Albanian.
I'm European. I'm American.
Arabian Nights.
I know it's not right, but I can never think of the fucking actual.
Arabian
I've literally said to
shit.
people before. I've literally said to like Brendan and shit before, like on PS5. But like, what is Jody, like Arabian or some shit? They're like Albanian. I'm like, fuck, I know what it is, and I always.
It's alright.
But yeah, I would
I know
do
you're
that.
pretty
I
fucking
just think it's the lesser.
live
Yeah.
live stream dump.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would too.
it would be so much funnier. Just
I mean, it's so
To shark?
unpractical though.
Can I-
to shark,
I mean,
bro.
it's funnier. It's probably funny the first 2 times until you're like, all right.
I'm
My
losing
asshole's
a lot
chafing.
of money on underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah. I like how you're worried about the monetary thing here.
Hey
all
man,
right?
time
both ways
tough.
too. Both ways too. You literally said, if I stream, can I make money? And if you're
Yeah.
shitting your pants, you're
Either
losing
way,
money.
it's like, what's the avenue
I just
to make
feel
money?
like,
Dude,
less,
like,
it's got to
think-
be at the end of the day lesser
Dude,
of two
do
evils.
you hear like these fucking
They
all
both
these
suck.
Instagram models? They go on trips to Dubai.
Yeah, well, those are sexy women, not hairy
I can share.
Albanians.
Dude, I gotta fucking,
Because that was the
I got
main
a
problem.
dumpy on me, dude. I'll just shave my
I'll
ass
save
like
ya. Be like, oh, let me tune in now.
the Sultan. Like he
Does this
flies
make
me
my
out.
ass look fat?
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
you to shit on my
Yeah,
chest.
it's like
Oh, you're a
fucking
man.
Yeah, I mean-
Whitey. Is that just me,
No.
or is that 2 Persian cats on your ass?
Dude, people though are really fucking absolutely crazy. I don't know if anyone's gonna be in the
Joey D
28-year-old
dump
males
circus?
shitting on
Yeah.
the toilet market.
Hey, there's some
but-
fucking weirdos out there, dude.
I mean,
There's
you'd be
definitely some
surprised.
fucked up- But I just feel like you have to. First of all,
corner the gay poop market.
you could monopolize that shit, bro. You could.
You could.
Dude, I just feel like
that's a
I just
niche.
feel like with the sharding, it's just so unpractical to be able to deal with that.
Can
Like,
I
what
That's
if
what I mean.
understand
It's
on a-
unplanned.
What if I go to like a concert
saying
for
at a
5
funeral.
hours, or I go
Like-
to something I don't even know, anything that's like even longer term, like some
Well-
kind of like road trip. You're gonna go like an amusement park for 7 hours.
You're just
Exactly.
at the Superman. And
You're in the
Six
middle
Flags,
of, like, getting on the
showering
feet.
shit on
Yeah,
everyone.
Exactly.
Like, am I supposed to just bring a backpack? Everyone else
Yeah.
is bringing like water bottles and sandwiches, and all I got is 9 pairs of fucking
Yeah.
boxers in case I shit my pants.
You gotta watch out for
Yeah, you're
allergies.
No,
just
I can't.
changing right in front of people too. You're like, sorry,
Like,
everyone,
don't mind me.
This is
happens
my
in,
life. Yeah, it's like
Shit.
Although
Yeah.
That's how I
there's a
live.
trick to holding in your sneezes.
Dude,
What?
I can go like this and push up
Looking
my
at the
nose,
sun?
and it
No,
stops my sneeze.
looking up at the sun makes
If I go
me
like this.
sneeze. But you just press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. That works for me.
I can do. I
Really?
can literally push my nose up like this, and it stops me from sneezing. But it's almost eventually going to come back. I just kind of like postpone it a little
Dude.
bit. You know?
yeah,
Cody
just pushing out.
Conway. I was about to sneeze.
Cody Conway.
This is back like in college. I was about to sneeze,
Okay.
and like it was a fucking big one. Like if I did have to shart every
Would have
time,
been 2 robin
Bro.
eggs.
it would have been a baker's dozen. Just
Oh
like
my-
fucking
Wow, that's a
fat
big
little
egg.
shit,
Carton?
dude. Or shart, sorry. And then he sees like I'm loading. Like it's one of those sneezes where you're like loading up, dude.
Like ready to. It's like an orgasm almost.
like
Yeah.
if the big bad wolf had to sneeze, yeah.
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 Done?
He's like, I'm the big bad wolf, baby.
Bro, he looks at me and like
Okay.
as I'm about to fucking sneeze and relieve myself, he goes
Sneeze.
rhinoceros.
Cheap sneeze.
He said rhinoceros.
Go on.
I couldn't sneeze for a fucking day and a half, and it was just like
And was,
lurking.
and was that he
Yeah,
stunned
yeah,
you?
dude,
He
yeah,
stunned
he hit
you.
me with like a
Okay.
flash.
But was that his intent? by saying rhinoceros, or was he just trying to be an asshole, or did he know that
I was like,
some
what
kind
the
of
fuck
like?
was that? He goes, if you say rhinoceros, you stop someone from sneezing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay,
What kind of
yeah.
black
So he did
magic
say
Was
is
this at 4 a.m. after a fucking
what kind
around
of
the world
witchcraft?
party?
No, I'm pretty sure.
This
Pretty
guy's a warlock.
sure we smoked a couple blunts right before that, though. It was like a Tuesday. So we were a little
Yeah, that
stoned,
makes
and I
sense.
was
Yeah, it's probably like,
quite thrown off.
rhinoceros. Like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, imagine he didn't even plan that. Like he just thought if maybe it will work, and then afterwards he just played it off. He's like, "Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past
you
Cody,
say
honestly.
rhinoceros."
But I could
Yeah,
think
stop,
of
just
I
really
like
sweat.
had the feeling of a sneeze just being stuck for a day and a half after. I was fucking
Oh, that's
pissed.
the worst.
Oh,
that's
that
the
is
worst.
witchcraft.
No, yeah, I
actually,
almost
yeah.
like
Yeah,
threw a
that's the
fucking
worst.
rat trap at him.
That's fucked up. Rat trap.
Are we taking the?
All right, yeah. You want to take a break? I got to piss and I got to get a drink. So we'll be right back. Hit record. Well, we are back. Yeah. What do you got up your sleeve?
I got a couple, and I think one of them is pretty damn just like straight to the point. So I figured I could like kick things off with that quicker, and then
All
let Joey D go, and then I got
Yeah, if we got some time, we can always do another. Yeah.
No, I mean, was your short one your big finale?
Yeah, that was my fucking heel clicker.
Okay. I just thought I thought you had like still one in the chain, because I definitely can
No,
still
no,
do
that was the big.
No,
go.
I got one, bro, that I have bullet points underneath.
Yeah, I did. Okay, see that mine
for,
did too.
like, stipulations and shit. I can't see shit.
Yeah, Robin
But it
Egg
has
dump.
like 2 bullets. So this one,
What do you got?
it's funny. I said,
It's funny. You know, it's funny you mention it.
well, I was
Really
gonna say
get
it's
shot in the
funny.
head.
It's funny that
It's funny.
Yeah, would you rather get killed? That's it.
It's really funny. Huh?
Or not.
This is the second time now that I've done a scenario, and just for contextual purposes, I've
So
went
you've tested
back
this one out.
to Sigta. No,
Oh,
it just has a Sigta little
Caveat.
to it, just like I
Okay,
did
little
with the
piece of
SIGs.
la
And,
resistance.
it just for context. So I said, I think this is a fair one though. It's absolutely disgusting, but I think a lot of people would rip it depending on what scenario you're in. I said for $100K, would you drink a full glass
Yes.
of mop water bucket? And I said, mop bucket water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mopped water bucket.
I don't even know. I
Sounds
understood what
clean.
you said, but
Yeah.
whatever.
100K for water that came from a used mop bucket.
Okay.
And I said, for context, if you need to know
I
kind of what that
need
mop
a
bucket's
floor.
looking like. Why is that a tongue twister? Fuck. If you need to know what the water's looking like, think of a Sigta Open that had 300 plus people at it.
And my
That's the
piss
water.
everywhere.
You gotta drink this glass. This is like a. Shut up! It's like a 24-ounce glass or something.
Okay,
With
so
2 beers.
2 beers.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, we kind of already did
dude,
that.
Yeah,
when,
fucking A5 football.
yeah.
Fucking Paul's dip spit and fucking toenails
Yeah,
in
but
it.
that was beer, bro.
Yeah.
98% of what was in that funnel was beer. This is literally
I
100%
know, you're right.
water
Okay.
that is just mucked up and dirt and
Piss.
cum
Lot
and
of piss.
movies and
Is
I don't know what's in there.
okay?
I don't think
Are there
anybody cummed on the floor.
are there chemical? Are there chemicals?
It
Is
potentially,
Fabuloso
but, like,
used, or did somebody just take a regular mop, mopped it because like that's big. I mean,
Okay,
so
yeah, I
can
wanna
we
get
not get
sick.
The chemicals won't make us sick.
correct. That's what. Well, I
Okay.
wanted
That should
to go one step further.
actually, yeah,
just
the
to kinda-
Fabuloso might actually add a little bit of a razzle dazzle to it.
little
Probably
It
bit
might
just
actually
in
kinda
make
your
us taste
system.
better.
I'd probably want it. Yeah,
Smell better for sure.
Right.
At least it doesn't smell like dick.
smell.
But yeah, that's the scenario. $100,000, and you got to slug a 24-ounce glass of mop bucket water. Now,
24-ounce
stipulations.
glass.
So I'm surprised Gage didn't ask
can't
this
even
already.
Well, you haven't let me
You
ask,
have
but go
10
on.
minutes. You have 10 minutes
What's
to do
going
it.
right now?
So this isn't like I'll take 1 mil, like little, and you can do it for 2 straight days. No, you have
No,
to
don't
fucking
torture
slam
yourself.
that motherfucker.
10 minutes is fine because when you said slam it, I was expecting like shoe nicing it and no fucking
And
shot.
if you
I can't even do
puke
that
in
with
the 10
2
minutes
beers
that
anymore.
you do it, you have to
Drink the
You
vomit?
don't have to. No, you don't have to drink your vomit, but you have to do it again. You got to start over in fresh glass.
Wait, within the next 10 minutes?
If I fail, do I just die?
No, within the 10-minute window. If you puke.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much a shot clock goes on, 10 minutes counting down to 0. Once 0 hits, you can puke.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
If you puke within that, you just wait. No, that's not fair because you'll just wait till the 5-second mark, slam and bar.
Yeah.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah.
There's the 10-minute window.
That was good.
There's a 10-minute window to do it and a 5-minute cooling
buffer period.
You
cool down.
A non-puke clause.
Yeah, sign here.
What'd you do?
Initial here.
Right now, you get 100K liquid. 100K right in the briefcase, boom.
Am I gonna get like mouth fucking gonorrhea from doing it?
You could contract some regular level shit, but nothing that's like gonna be like life changing.
I feel like that needs because like
they're not gonna name a bar after me, basically. Like of the house.
What would they name it?
You're not gonna be an honorary brother.
Okay. Well,
Joey
I'm
Yuckmouth.
a brother, so.
Yeah, but you know what they say: heroes get remembered, legends never die.
I guess what I'm saying is if
17 different movies.
Damn.
Okay, if I'm doing this, what is the repercussion if I don't complete it? Like
you have to start over.
Okay,
for the 100K,
but like,
or you just
no
don't get 100K.
Say I can't. Okay, but
and
so
then
I
you
guess
just have
it's
a fucking sickness. I guess
the repercussion is you just drank mop bucket water for no
reason.
Yeah.
For no money. Okay.
So,
I mean, yeah, then I would
you just
do
spent
it.
your Saturday drinking dirt water and you got no money for it. You retard. That's your repercussion.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
I mean, yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Can I be a couple beers deep already? Yeah.
Dude, the amount of scenarios we do where that's a
I mean, it's
stipulation.
always like, once again, am I walking in from work after a day of long work, or is it like me at 2 a.m. drunk? It's a big difference.
I'd be more apt to barf if I was shithouse
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. than I would if I just got home from work.
I think you need like the perfect like level where you're just getting fucked up, but so far away.
Yes, correct. Yeah, you need the equilibrium.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you could be preemptively. You can
equilibrium.
Be you want to be.
You can be equilibrium.
You could be in the slot.
Yeah, I would do it then. I think I could.
100K cash untaxed.
Untaxed, yeah.
I'm definitely
always. That's one of the testaments. It's always untaxed in a briefcase.
Yeah, to be honest, the repercussion of drinking dirt shit water for no money is worth the attempt. I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I'm giving it a shot.
That's what I mean. Like exactly. It's why not? Exactly.
But to be honest with you, if I could even do half of it and I stop and I don't puke somehow, at that point, I'm like, I'm finishing this because
I'd go again. Yeah,
oh my god, dude.
Because I got actually, I don't know.
Oh, wait.
If I got a taste of it, I probably would be like, dude, it's probably like sandy. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, you have like gritty. Some girl's fucking half her hair extension because it was a fight in Vendo.
God,
somehow that got mopped up.
It's just like a fucking like absorbed
if anything hits my
toilet paper.
It's coming right out.
Exactly, because that's what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
One piece of toilet paper is gonna catch your uvula, and you're gonna be like,
somehow a whippet ended up in there.
yeah. There's just like giant things in there.
No,
like,
I'll guarantee that doesn't happen because that might kill you. You might choke and die on that motherfucker right there. Or
I'll bet a cigarette butt.
Or I don't want to see that thing coming back out if you somehow swallowed it.
Cigarette butts, definitely.
Can we put one of those fucking gold miner fucking
shifter thing?
Sifter?
Yeah, sifter.
Yeah.
Gold miner? A gold
miner 49.
Hey, I reckon there's some cigarette butts in here.
No. That's the fun part.
Havo's Newport.
No, that's what I'm saying, yeah, so you could get a cig butt.
Yeah, you could get a cig butt. But here, how about this? If you
I could fuck
if you do get some fucked up shit like that, it can almost be like if you're drinking lemonade and you get like a lemon seed in your mouth. You can kind of store it on the side and then spit it out.
I can't, dude. If I'm drinking orange juice with fucking pulp, I'm yakking.
Pulp, of course.
I don't like pulp.
It's
just like collecting junk.
If you're or if you want to stop your chug and spit the fucker out, feel free. You know,
just like at the end, you just spit out your treasures.
Either you. So what would you do in that scenario? So like a mini scenario. Would you blow past the cigarette butt and just swallow the fucker?
I would
just
swallow
keep going.
everything.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fucking collect things like it's a fucking gallbladder. But I'm gonna be like, at the end, I'm gonna be like, I got 3 Zans, Newport, and a fucking Coke baggie.
You're like, let's see what I got in here. No, that was
like,
for me. Yeah.
How does paddle get in here?
What do you reuse this in? Huh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like, might as well just keep that in there. Yeah, I would do it though. I would try it.
100%.
Right.
Worst case scenario, I just drank mop water.
Yeah, it's 100K. It's something like too crazy, but it's definitely a lot of money.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good for your bank account.
All right, 100K, same scenario, but diesel sharts in the mop water. He just walks over and just goes, Robin exit.
Would it even be considered a
He
shart?
sneezes.
Would it even be considered a shart if he came over?
Bam.
Would it even be considered a shart? Here's a good one. Is it even considered a shart if you were to come over, pull your pants down, and shit in the bucket? I feel like that's just shit at that point.
He's just walking
that's
over the mop
premeditated.
bucket and like flies down his pant leg.
shart.
Yeah, he just shakes out of his pant
Actually,
leg.
yeah, I'm not sure what you would call like a purposeful shart.
It's
Yeah,
like
like
shit.
Aggressive assault and battery.
An explosive one? I think a shart, because it's supposed to be like you farted and you shit. Like,
I gotta
you're just
take an
straight up
aggressive
pulling your
shart.
pants down.
Yo, I
Yeah,
gotta
maybe
take
an aggro
aggressive
shart. Yeah, it might be, honestly.
Premeditated shit.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right, I mean,
No, I'm not doing it.
No?
I'm not drinking someone's shit. Can you die?
Yeah, you
Can't
get
you're not gonna get mono and staph infection from the floor of Sig
Yeah,
Town? Honestly, I think I'd rather eat dump. I don't even know.
No.
I don't know, dude.
No.
Have you ever smelled a poop?
Do you know how many people have gotten actual infections from that Sigtal floor? Dude, I don't know, dude. If it's dried, if it's what?
I just did that, I think, by banging on my desk. Shut up, Lola.
Okay,
You're gonna have to take that fucking dog to the chapel.
Okay. How about this? Cat turd the size of an acorn. Okay, or 24 ounce Sigta mop water.
Is
or
the turd
acorn
dry?
turd? What would you do? Yes.
Mop water.
You do acorn kitty dump?
Can I wash down the kitty dump, or do I have to just eat it?
Yeah,
like
you can
a
wash it down with the mop water.
Oh no!
No.
Yeah, you can mop it down with the piss bucket.
Can I just make that be very dry?
No, you can't.
I'm just.
It can be dry or
feel like
wet.
cats have
Whatever.
poops.
I don't think we're understanding how fat of a gland. I mean, I guess what is it? Isn't it like in
Yeah, but,
Arizona?
dude,
That's what I'm saying. 24
Here's the thing,
ounces, dude?
You have to just forget about your sense of fucking taste and smell, and
Yeah.
throw it down. Like you have to chug like like somebody has a fucking 12 gauge to your head
100%. Oh my god.
or your
I
dick.
know.
Yeah, but then
You
even
just
just more of
open
a
your
chance
gullet.
that you're gonna choke on like the smallest thing because you're fucking so like you're not even looking what's going down. All of a sudden you're like,
It's gonna be like a
fucking,
popcorn kernel.
like a fucking twig from outside is gonna be in that motherfucker. You're like,
A dime.
The fucking Bones Mobile somehow ended up in the cup.
Fucking Sprite cap.
yeah, fucking the tuna can lid from Brendan's fucking.
Dave Dell pops out of the cup.
Paul Dinehardt's wallet.
No, that's such an inside joke, but that is a poll.
Yeah, I had to pull that one out.
All right, we wanna Jody. You wanna
Fuck. All right, yeah, Joey D. Why don't you
baptize
fucking yeah?
All right. Well, this one really isn't. I don't think it's as fucked up as the fucking mop bucket or.
It's all right. People don't know
shit.
really yet, but they're gonna be learning.
Bro, you
It's
will be
fine.
the first guest to even do one.
Yeah, Kevin had
Really?
nothing.
You even haven't done one?
Kevin, we asked him.
Kevin
he was
had
like,
nothing.
I don't got nothing.
I mean, we
That's
did.
nice.
We didn't really tell him to get
Yeah.
Yeah,
prepared.
we didn't
but
tell him
still.
that beforehand.
No, yeah, I appreciate the heads up, but although I
Yeah.
will say I didn't
we're
think about
learning.
this
We're-
until I went to the deli and grabbed beer.
Well, hey, I'm glad you took some time to really mull things over.
Oh yeah, dude, I love thinking of fucked up scenarios.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear here at the Buckle In
Yeah.
studio.
All right, so
Slowly.
would you rather be locked up in your home for 5 years, like You can't go outside. And like you're
Okay.
basically under extreme
House arrest?
House arrest, yeah. With no visitation, like you can't see another person. You're just alone.
So how do I get supplies?
Somebody will drop them off at the door. You can't have any human contact.
It's like
Okay,
Amazon
okay.
Prime shit. Okay.
Yeah. Or for the next 5 years, every time you go outside, at least 1 to 2 times a week, you have a chance of getting fucking smoked by a car. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna get put in a hospital, but you're gonna feel all the pain
Okay.
of like all your bones breaking and everything. But like they just go back together, right?
Okay,
like,
so
as
how
you get,
long do you deal with the pain?
the rest of the fucking day.
So I'm functionally able to walk, but my bones, like I'm like the guy from
Yeah.
SpongeBob. It's like
Yeah.
every day I wake up, I like break my
I
legs.
was born with
Every
glass
day-
bones and paper skin,
So like,
and it's once
that's
a
a
week.
lot of pain.
Yeah, it
1 to
sucks.
2 times a week?
I love how it was
One
1
time,
to 2 times.
One
I
time.
love how it was
Well,
1
so
to
one-
2. You can have some bad weeks where you're like,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah,
damn
looks
it, I got
like,
2 this week.
or you get hit at 11:59 on a Sunday, and then you wake up
And then
to
at
work the next
12:01?
morning on a Monday.
No, you get by 11:59
Right.
on a Sunday,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you're
see,
out at
okay.
that night, and it turns into the new week, and you get fucking smoked again.
Yeah. Oh, today's gonna be good. Fucking day's already over. Then boom, 12:01, you get smoked
Yeah.
again. Have to go the rest
So
of the
you're
day.
Hey, this
completely.
reminds me. This
You're
reminds me of the
completely
ones.
fine.
This reminds me of the ones that we used to say with like. This might be one of the founding fathers of the scenarios that we started doing back in the day. Was where like the one where we'd say you'd put your leg on like a stool and like the rock would like
Rock?
jump off a turnbuckle and break your leg in half, and you had to deal with the pain for like an hour. With
That's a
your leg
classic
folded in
one.
half.
Yeah.
That's a classic. But then it goes
Yeah, it
back.
is.
So that's
Dude,
what it
people-
reminds me.
So
of.
People
right,
in
okay.
Russia do that to avoid having to go to the military. I saw a video. Of
I
that.
mean,
it was fucked up.
I mean,
I probably would
tell
too.
me I could retire with my
Actually,
full
that's a
salary
good
every
would you
year.
rather.
and
Actually,
disability.
I might write that. I don't even want to share it because we're on one, but that's actually it. All right, go on. You guys just keep deciphering what you would do for that
All right.
scenario because I gotta write this.
So, shit. So, can I play PS5 and at least talk to motherfuckers?
No.
Or is it
You have
just
to, like-
visual?
No, you like no human contact. You're basically in solitary
I wrote it.
confinement.
Right. Okay. So you can't. No phone. Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Like, can you go on social
you can't
media?
Talk. You can't talk. You can go
But
on
you
So
social
no
media.
audio or visual. It can only be like text.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can
No, you
communicate.
can't. Like you can't text or anything. You can just like scroll social media mindlessly.
Oh. I
No
can't even text my
DMs,
mother
no nothing?
to let her know that I'm alright.
But no, she'll know. She'll know you're fine. Everybody
but
will
you
know
can't
you're okay.
Talk to any family or friends for
No.
5 years.
Nobody.
I think I have to take the getting hit by
I
the
would
car.
do the car. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think.
imagine one
And how
week though.
long-
It's a
how
fucking
long?
17 or 16 wheeler.
Well, that's the thing.
5
So
years
is it
ago.
just luck
5
of the
years.
draw? Look, so that's 52 times a year.
Like, it's
Okay.
not gonna be a fucking smart car that's hitting you.
Well, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Could it be a Prius and then a fucking goddamn F650? Or like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
it could be,
Yeah, no.
The Peterbilt?
Any kind of.
you know,
car.
yeah, is it a Mini Cooper and then the next
Well,
day
Mini
it's a
Coopers go
fucking
fast. That would
Mack
fuck
truck?
you up.
I'd probably pop off the hood though.
So
I don't know.
when I get hit
It
by
just
this
shatters.
car, do I also like at least temporarily like explode? Like if I got hit by like a tractor trailer, or am I
No,
like
no,
literally just like,
you're like-
my skin is invincible? I just feel
Yeah.
the pain. I don't like explode or break in half or nothing.
You're like
Holy-
Superman, except you're gonna break your fucking bones. Like you'll get up and your arm will be like fucking.
And like Peter Ribbon.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I gotta do it, dude. First of all, I'm too
And-
much of a fucking yapper to be 5 years by myself.
Yeah.
And too much of a
Yeah.
family person. Also, like,
I
I'd
mean-
lose I think I would actually go insane.
How long did you say the duration is for the pain
5.
for the car?
Oh, he said,
Like-
You know what? You know
Like
what?
you get
No.
hit, how long do you experience the pain?
Yeah,
and
I
shit?
thought I asked that, but I don't even.
Oh,
know.
until,
Yeah.
until the end of the day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Then you wake up feeling magical. Hey, I'm gonna go to work.
So then I just
So
wouldn't
you
go
get it again.
outside until I would get my
Then you
mail
gotta
at
go to
like
work, you
11
think,
o'clock at night. And if I got hit, it'd only be an hour. But if I got hit at 6 a.m., I'd have to fucking rock out for fucking
Exactly.
18 hours.
Or if you're like, say you're out and it's 12:01,
Right. So 23 hours and 59 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm fucking literally like in a coma.
No, you're fully functional. Just in
But I can
excruciate.
I don't understand the fully functional part. So I'm literally like
You're just
destroyed
in
by a
pain.
car. But like, what am I like standing regularly? But I'm like screaming. I'm like, ah! like
Yeah.
I don't understand like
Basically.
how it works.
But it's only
Like,
once a week.
is my body like morphed and fucked up? And I'm just like, hey guys, how are you?
Yeah.
Or am I like,
No,
you
no,
know?
no. Like, you're perfectly normal. You're just in pain.
So
Okay,
you say
so
like
I'm just
you go about-
screaming in pain, but I look normal
Yeah.
for
you're
the
like, yeah, I
whole
was hit
day.
by a car. No one believes you. They're like,
Yeah, they're like,
I
you
swear
look
to
fine,
God.
you pussy. I'm like, trust
Take
me,
a
my
trip to New York
bones.
City. You'll see
are
someone
fucked.
doing that on every other block.
I get.
Give me some money. I got hit by a car.
Can I
Monetize
use
it? Yeah.
getting hit by a car like to my advantage as far as like can I like call out of work or am I just forced to go even though
Yeah,
I'm
can I
fucking-
get disability?
No,
Dying.
yeah. You could take that day off. For sure.
Alright.
The day?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay,
yeah,
that's
because
it.
it
'Cause
resets.
that's right.
At the
It
end of the day,
resets. It
yeah.
resets.
But
It
like,
resets.
you just
It's
have to
fine.
live with being in
You're just
excruciating
laying in bed
pain.
all day just like screaming. You're like,
Yeah, like if you fucking cough, you're like, ah!
That's the funniest part about it. It's just like literally, like Jesus Christ, like screaming. And you're just laying in bed.
You're just be like festering, bro. Like with nothing
Dude,
you
that
can.
would be
can I
actually
pop, like,
terrible.
oxys? Can I
Nah,
pop
pain,
painkillers?
No.
No
Yeah,
painkillers.
yeah, that would defeat the purpose, I guess.
Can I drink like a fish?
Yeah. But it's Sig Top mop
Oh.
bucket water.
I would literally be like
What the
pouring
hell?
vodka.
This is mop bucket water.
I might just.
I would do.
I would have to do that. I think I would.
I
literally
do
lose
the.
my
also-
mind.
I would
also
do the
don't
car.
know
That's
when
actually a
it's
pretty
coming.
good one.
You also
See.
don't like, so you're always
What
on
if
your
I don't
phone.
go
You're living
outside
in
for a
fear.
whole week? What if I don't go outside a whole week? Does the
Then
car
you
just
might-
bust into a
Hits you in
my
your living
wall?
room?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like if you
Like
you
say I
don't go
seriously
outside,
don't go outside for
You'll
a
get
full week.
GTA.
What happens?
You'll get
yeah,
GTA
but then,
like
but
picked
then
up
like
and
you're
dropped
basically
into.
taking the solitary confinement, except you're
True.
talking to people on the phone.
True. That's damn. All right. This is actually wow. All right, Joey D coming out. This is good.
I would have to pick the car one out of just process.
I think so
elimination.
too.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I think I'd get used to it too after a while. You're not
No,
getting
you
used to
won't.
solitary confinement. You know what I'm saying?
You just get like absolutely
by like the third
sandblasted,
year.
like off the wall of a building. And you just get up. You're like,
I'd literally be like
Is that my
drinking
first
with
rodeo?
like my family. I'd be like, "Yo, guys, just give me a second. This car is gonna crush me quick. Hold on."
Yeah, it's Sunday at 11:59. Hey guys, you mind stepping 30 feet to the left? Haven't
Yeah,
got
yeah.
hit all week.
And just like, just hold
yeah,
on a
those
sec,
like
guys.
traffic cones or whatever you would call them, like the people in airports that are like, come on,
Yeah, the FAA,
Oh, man.
like air traffic.
let's get this one over with. But then that car that you're looking at isn't even the one that hits you. The one behind you is.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't know what's coming.
Or it's like
So-
fucking a Seal Tyree from fucking The Comebacks. He's like, I'm all good, coach. His legs like snapped in half, and then a fucking tour bus fucking plows him on the field.
A helicopter just lands on you one time to mix it up.
Yeah.
Just goes like this.
Yeah. GTA style. Yeah, I think I would have to take that too.
I'd have to. They both suck.
Yeah, I
so it
think
was a
I'd
good
do the
scenario,
car.
but
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
I'd have
good.
to.
That was good. Yeah, I think I'd do the car. Definitely.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
right, you want to
my,
do one more and then we'll wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right.
I got two. I'll do one if we think that.
I mean,
if
we
it's
can
too
keep
easy.
rocking. I mean, we
No,
don't have
I'm-
to stop. We can get bonus
I'm feeling
content.
Dude, I have
Alright,
a
yeah.
hard out at 7 a.m.
A hard
Keep me,
huh?
keep me all night.
I actually had my first
Oh,
meeting
okay.
at 7 a.m. Imagine I went right from here. I'm like, all right, boys, turn
Yeah,
on my
just
work
like-
computer. I'd get fired.
Tommy, why are you drooling?
All right. This one took some thought. I feel like I'm still kind of refining it, but we're gonna send it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll work out
Would
the
you
kinks.
rather fight? I don't know how many rounds are in a UFC fight. Jody?
5 for a championship, 3 for like an exhibition or like regular match.
All right, so we're going for a championship. 5
Yikes.
rounds with a top 5 UFC contender in whatever weight class you now lie, and you cannot get knocked out, and he's not trying to knock. He's not trying to.
So
like,
full
beat you.
5 rounds it goes?
He's pretty much.
He
This
just
guy
wants to
hates your
punish
guts,
you.
and he's gonna kick the shit out of you for 5 rounds. But you can
Okay.
fight and try to defend yourself, like I would obviously advise you do. And that is what it is.
Thank
So
you.
you either fight a top 5 guy in your UFC class, or you get 4. And this is, I don't know how we want to do this. Maybe it's a little grab bag of sorts, numbered 20 numbers. You get 4 of your knuckles, 4 of your toes / fingers cut off, from your fingers from the middle knuckle up, so half your finger, and your toe is from the just like the top of your. Because like toes, I didn't want to do as much because you literally can't fucking stand if you don't have like all.
Nah, you don't need the pinky toe.
But it could be any toe.
Oh,
Like I said,
it's a gamble.
It's gonna be 20 numbers in a hat, and like we're gonna number like 1 through 10, and then 1 through 10, and the number comes out and goes, oh, finger number 6. Oh shit, that's my thumb. Fucking gonna.
Oh.
And here's the other piece, because I have another disclaimer. The UFC fighter cannot kill you, so there's no risk of you dying.
How long is your coverage? Just regular speed?
He also can't paralyze you.
Okay.
Other than that, anything else can happen. So if he fucking collapses your eye socket or absolutely breaks both your femurs in half, anything like that flies. But you just can't die, and you can't be paralyzed in any capacity. Anything else?
Do I heal from the anguish?
Naturally.
Fucking naturally? Okay.
However you heal, baby. And I also actually wrote...
You can be permanently fucked up.
Right, so I could heal and be a fucking, like, cripple? Like, what if I'm, like...
Yeah.
Like, he blows my knee out so bad that I'm walking with a cane for the rest of my life? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I even wrote, word for word, verbatim, all ligaments, bones, muscles / flesh are in for a tough time.
Somehow he punches your dick off.
Tough time? A tough time. Okay.
So that is the situation. You either fight the guy, and at least you have a little, I mean, not much control because you're definitely getting your absolute ass kicked, but at least you can actually sit there and fight for yourself. And the other one, you just say, no, I'd rather just lose parts of 4 of my, like, phalanges or whatever the fuck they call you.
I can confidently say, one leg kick, I'm going down, and he's fucking wailing on me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but he wants to inflict. He's gonna back up at a certain point, let you get up because he's just toying with his food.
Once again. Can I be under the influence of anything?
In which scenario?
You're just comatose off oxygen.
The UFC, bro. I'm gonna need some like courage. I need. I
don't know how much that's gonna help you though.
Yo, I actually. Oh my god.
I think you get punched in the
Well, they say that people who get in car accidents drunk, that saves their lives. I mean, at least like I'm loose and I'm just like.
That's true. Okay.
You know, like punch me in the fucking head. I don't care. You know, like I mean.
Yeah, until he punches you so hard, your neck spins around like.
Yeah, but I don't know. Futter whacking.
What would you do?
Fuck, bro.
Any more questions to come to a conclusion?
Instead of a guy, it can be a hot chick.
Could you read the situation one more time for me?
Yeah. Would you rather fight a top 5 UFC contender of your weight class, or get 4 of your fingers / toes cut off? Fingers are from the middle knuckle up. Toes are from the top knuckles, pretty much like a little below your nail, and they're randomly selected. So you could lose just 4 fucking fingers, and your hand is absolutely toast. It's a random draw, 1 through 20, and every finger and toe is assigned a number.
You could lose all 10 fingers.
No, it's 4.
Oh, it's 4. Oh,
so it could be 2 toes, 2 fingers, 4 fingers, 4 toes.
Okay.
And I just heal regular from the fucking fight.
I feel like here's the stipulation. Really, at least in my head when I wrote it,
that's kind of tough.
The toes and fingers sucks, but it's a controlled decision.
To an extent, yeah.
The fighting, you have more of an upside, but you also have a way lower floor. Because if he fucking breaks your shit,
am I eating from a straw? You know what I mean? I'd rather be like a couple fingers and toes missing than fucking, you know, having a slouched fucking left side of my face or something. You know,
imagine he collapses one of your lungs and you just have an iron lung.
That's what I'm saying. And then I'm fucking wheezing and shit.
God.
So what do you do?
Oh, I might have to go with the fingers and toes, dude.
I think I'm gonna do head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Now,
fingers and toes. I think I do it.
Let me add a little more.
What caveat going Saturday Night Live?
What if the fingers and toes were cut off crudely with a machete live in front of you with you awake? Like someone comes up, picks the thing out of the hat, and then goes, "All right, Johnny."
They just go,
"Come in here." He comes in there with like a fucking
put your fingers on a stump,
and just goes, slicing them on.
I think I'm still going with that because that's like honestly
That's an
temporary, like compared to the months of anguish. I'm going to go with rehab, like rehabilitation from the.
For sure.
What if
I'm gonna have CTE and end up shooting up a Walmart?
Here's another
fucking
caveat.
punches one of my bottom ribs to dust, and I just turn into Marilyn Manson and start blowing myself.
That sounds like a plus.
Here's another caveat. Here's another caveat on a good side to see if it would combat your guys' decision. What if, and I don't think it's going to matter too much, but what if you knew this was, like, you chose the fight and I gave you 2 years to train to try to even just defend yourself?
Oh, okay.
No, I
So
don't
you
even
can
want to
train
go
with the
through
best
that.
UFC fighter or the best UFC coach in the world.
Fuck that. Honestly, that makes it even worse because I don't want to go through 2 years of training. Take my fucking fingers. Fuck that shit. You kidding me? I don't do no training. Yeah, fuck that.
I think I was just going through like pain training half the time.
Just getting shanked.
You would go through 2 years of training and then fight a UFC. I'll tell you right now, I go through 2 years of training. That's just not going to do nothing for me. All right, I'm going to get fucking smoked. Either way, I'm fucked.
Like 2 years is a huge difference, bro.
So you're going to invest 2 years of your life.
And you still get your ass kicked?
And still probably get your ass torn up when I could literally be like, hey, bitches, my fingers are fucking gone. Fuck it. Maybe I get all my toes gone. That's the thing, too. It's not like it's guaranteed fingers.
Toes, like half
Take
your
my
big toes gone. Hello. You're going to be
Yeah,
fucking
you might be a little...
you're going to be walking like you got a peg leg. Fucking
Hey,
the pirate.
I don't know, dude. I'm taking the fingers and toes.
Hold on. So is a UFC fighter like top of the line, or is he like a mid card?
I said top five.
I said top five.
Which also is a question too, because so is that just drawn out of a hat? Because what am I going to get? Conor McGregor, or am I going to get fucking Billy the Kid?
I'll tell you what. I'll take Conor McGregor.
Top five or number one
is
gonna be, a big difference.
And fucking all over the place.
Top five at the time.
Before the
top five right now, as I speak.
Maybe.
If you were to go on UFC power rankings per weight class, and yes, that is also a roll of the dice. The number one guy,
actually,
the number one guy gets number
five-sided die.
And then and then the fifth guy gets number 5, and they roll a fucking die or whatever, and whatever number lands
do the
on,
fingers.
You get that.
I'm fingering.
Dude, I would end
fingering
up
and
probably getting John Jones. I think we're around the same weight.
You're the best UFC fighter of all time.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Yeah, no.
I don't know any of those guys, but they'll probably kill you.
These guys would do excruciating damage to my existence.
See, fingers, bro.
I think I'd take my chances with a fucking meat grinder.
That's fair. So I gotta answer. I feel like I'd have to go. Like I said, to me, bro, I like the simplicity of life when I can take it, and I think I'd rather the guaranteed outcome that sucks than the one where I'm like, holy shit, how bad can this one possibly get? And then I come out of there and I'm like, okay, cool. I tore both my ACLs. I broke both my femurs.
Is it televised? Can you
both of my Tommy?
You monetize this?
Both of my UCLs need Tommy
John.
Johns. Yeah, both my Tommy Johns are fucked. Yeah, sure. Televised? And in the corner.
You're always trying to monetize things.
Yeah. You gotta try to like make
after the game, watch this fuckhead blow his shit up.
All right. Well, would you rather get the shit kicked out of you by 100 gorillas? You're not gonna die.
100? I don't even think that's like physically possible.
It's 100.
There'd be like 100. Yeah, they'd be like trying to be like
just fucking throwing you around like a beach volleyball. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather get like tossed into a death match? Well, not a death match, but like a match where it's 100 fucking silverbacks versus you.
Sounds like a death match.
Or do the old Bonnie Blue challenge. You're Bonnie Blue.
Wait, am I? Who's Bonnie Blue?
OnlyFans chick that got fucked by 1,000 guys in one day.
Okay, all right. Okay, so all right. So I'm gonna. I like how you go. This is dark. Okay. All right, let me get my thinking cap.
I just don't see. Can I say something first? I have a fucked up imagination, and I can't even picture a cartoon realm where I could fight 100 gorillas.
No,
Even if it was animated.
It's not 100
Can
gorillas.
you think of a cartoon realm
Oh,
where
it's
you
not
get
100 gorillas?
No, it is
Yeah,
100
didn't you change
gorillas.
it?
No, it's 100 gorilla. It's 100 gorillas. That it's you versus
No,
100.
it's one or the other. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
The Bonnie Blue one he said, or you have
100
Yeah,
gorillas
basically,
or
would
Bonnie
you-
Blue?
Would you rather fight
No, you
100
get
gorillas?
So 100 gorillas versus 100 gorillas, essentially.
1,000.
And
you're
you're
a
getting
1,000?
guys fucking you in one day.
Well, I thought she just got painted.
No, she was entered.
No, she caused him to paint.
Yeah,
She was the
They painted her
the
inside.
easel or whatever.
fit-
What the fuck?
Yeah,
what even is
it's
that called?
canvas.
Is that what it's called? The
yeah.
little thing
They-
that have the
no,
thing on?
no.
Oh,
Like, you know those are, like
Palette?
the fucking
so you put
yeah,
your thumb
like,
through it?
yeah, that's what I was like. Then you're like stick your thumb through. You're like, like, that's what I'm talking about, dude. This is getting fucking hilarious.
It's,
and fucking
it's
piss my
called
pants.
I don't know what it's called. Oh, a palette.
Yeah.
yeah. So she was the
Okay.
palette, and then they painted. So
She was the inside of her was the canvas. And I'll tell you
I would
this,
rather.
probably wasn't a pretty
So
picture.
I'm gonna die or not die.
No, you won't
essentially.
die. You won't die.
I said, that's what I'm saying. In a cartoon realm, I can't see how I fight 100 gorillas, don't die, and then what is the?
I like how you keep
what-
saying cartoon realm.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I'm thinking like even first of all,
A realm?
I'm putting it to a cartoon realm because I can't make this in my head realistically. What does
Fine.
that look like? I fall into a fucking.
Listen, I mean, I
fall
feel like
into-
the first two fucking gorillas would just rip me to
dead.
shreds and I'm dead.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
all the other gorillas are
But
like,
you like revive.
all right.
You're like the guy from fucking Game of Thrones. He just died 1,000 times. No.
And then the next one comes up. And goes,
Yeah.
I'd probably rather do Bonnie Blue.
But then you have to live with the fact that, like, you got bum
Okay, but
rushed
do I live?
figuratively.
But so
Yeah,
what
you know,
happens
you
after
live,
the
you
gorillas?
But like just like with the UFC fight or the fucking car. Actually, no, with the UFC fight scenario, like you have to go through the extensive
dude,
rehabilitation.
I'm living like a bag of sand bones if I fight 100 gorillas.
Or
Like,
it'll take you like 5 to 10 years to like be fully okay again, like normal. Like it
and
never
I'm
happened.
right now in 29 years old. Because then all my rest of my good years are fucking absolutely
Yes.
chalked if I do it. Even though the rest of my good years are chalked if I get fucked by 1,000 guys. Dude. Let me tell you.
I'll tell you what, if I get fucked by 1,000 guys, I'm gonna get mouth fucked by a shotgun shortly after.
Yeah, so what's the point? I
Um,
might as well just
Yeah,
get
right.
You have
fucking,
to live with that. You know?
I mean, at least you can say you're badass and got crushed by gorillas. I mean, well, you can't
Yeah,
say.
otherwise
can't
you
be
can
like,
say
Yeah,
you
I just tell
have,
people-
have a fucking
Yeah.
loose ass.
Just say,
"No,
you
I
should see
died
the other
from this."
so you should see the other guys.
Yeah, he's actually at the Cincinnati Zoo. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm doing the gorillas just by default.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm walking out of that one, and I might be like Flubber. You ever see that old movie?
Yeah, great movie. Robin
Where
Williams,
just
shout
the
out.
gelatin guy.
Great movie.
that
Yeah,
probably-
Robin
This little
Williams.
fucking floating
Yeah.
disc.
5
that
minute break.
talks to-
That's an old one, bro. We're fucking getting
That's
old. There's probably
that's a
so many
great
kids nowadays that are like rookies in like professional sports leagues that probably don't even know what the fuck
Yeah.
Flubber
I
even
don't
is.
know.
And they're literally millionaire athletes. Like, we're getting fucking old. All right, let's move past that one, because that one kind of like hurt
I
my
kind of
head.
gotta piss and get a drink though.
I do too. Are we
Do
taking
we
another?
keep going?
Wait,
Should
so
we
what do you
take
guys-
it?
do you guys
Kind
make
of
it
keep
gorillas?
Let me
going.
just do this one.
I'm
Let me
down
just
to
do
keep
this one quick,
going.
and then just
All
call it. Or I mean, we could. I just don't have a lot left in the chamber.
I mean,
To
the
call
more of
another
this
TO.
magic potion I drink, the more fucked up my head gets. So
Yeah, I mean, we could take a. I mean, I also have one too. Could
All
get
right,
some
then, yeah,
bonus
that's good.
content.
I gotta-
All
I
right,
do
we'll
have to
take a
piss,
break.
too. I've been
Yeah,
sitting
All
on
right,
the edge
we'll
of
take
my
a
seat.
break and we'll
Take a
do
little
one
pee-pee.
more each. All
take a
right,
little pee-pee.
we'll be back. There's a second intermission.
You fuck yourself, asshole. What do you want? You want? I kind of wanted to say mine. I was
Yeah,
kinda
All
on
right,
the edge.
I think Joey D, you have two, right?
I said you get $1 million $1 million for an entire year. You have to eat every single bug that you see. If a bug catches your eye, you eat it. And I even wrote in quotes, You become Dr. fucking Strange and freeze time if you have to. There's no, oh, what if I can't get the butterfly because I can't get... No. You see it, you eat it.
I'd have to give up gardening.
I'm talking
I couldn't. Oh my.
Anything that you can see,
Yeah, I live in the city.
you
Dude.
consume for $1 million.
You know how many fucking cockroaches and bugs I see walking to like the bar on a fucking Friday?
Oh my god, dude, they probably have saddles on the fucking
I think
bugs
I
you
would
see.
turn into fat bastard with the amount of bugs I would have to eat.
Oh my god.
Your protein levels.
For how much? For $1 million? For
$1
how
million
long?
for 1 year. I mean,
there's good
Can you
protein.
contract
Yeah,
that
I mean, they're
if I'm
not.
eating the bugs.
No, it's just the disgusting nature of eating them.
Okay, so like I'm.
So no secondary collateral.
Can I prepare them? Like, can
No.
I cook them?
You just
No,
carry
they're
around
just
some
raw.
fucking
As soon as you get
sweet
your hands
baby
on
I
it,
mean,
rays.
dude, saute them, bro. You could saute fucking dead mice and they'd taste good. Actually,
definitely way better than they would not. That's for sure.
that's what I'm saying. So they're raw.
Yes.
Like
Can I at least
alive
kill
too?
them and then
Fuck.
eat them?
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
are they gonna be
they're
crawling
alive.
around?
I can bop them. Oh, okay. I
Well,
was
you
just
can
saying,
bite their
bop
head
them
off
on the
first.
head.
Yeah, but cockroaches can survive for a little bit.
Man, the head, dude. What is that? Yo, did you?
Little bunny foo foo hopping through the forest.
He's like, isn't this something with field mice, bro? And
Picking
popping
up
them
the
on
field
head.
mice and bopping them on the head.
Dude, yo, that just unlocked the fucking core memory, bro. What the fuck?
Little bunny
Yeah,
foo
those
in
are
this
the fucking
bitch.
bowels.
And
of
also,
the-
let me say this too. When I first came up with this scenario, I was debating.
You were eating bugs?
Actually, I'll let you guys answer this one first, and I'll give it the other version I had. It'll be like a 2-disc set, like DVDs. So for $1 million, would you eat every bug you see for an entire year? And like I said, it's no like, oh, I didn't look at it. Like it's like the Lord knows. If you saw it, you eat it.
Yeah, otherwise,
There's
like you get struck by lightning and you're killed. You can't lie.
No, it's just that there's no avoid. If you
That
say
sounds
yes,
like an easy way out.
I mean, yeah, no. If you say yes, you will eat it. And it doesn't matter. Like if someone has to
You will
tie you to a table and shove
Jesus
it down
Christ
your
will
throat.
shove it down your throat. Yeah.
you get.
Well,
you get
I'll give you-
killed. You get
I'll give
beat
you
up
this.
by the 100 gorillas.
I'll give you this.
Yeah.
Not even actually, because if you say yes, your yearly subscription begins. Right, your 365 days starts. At whatever point, if you don't do it, then you lose. So if you go 7 months in and now you try to be a bitch and don't eat the bug,
Yeah.
you're done. And
That's fair.
your thing ends, you get no money and go fuck yourself. So the further and further you get into that 365, the more you have to lose if you bitch out and don't do it. Would you do it? Gage.
I'd never go in my backyard again. That's the thing. Because I
Backyard
find, bro, when I like go
Into the
into the
bigger
garden, bro, and on my tomato plants, those motherfucking caterpillars, you know the
Yeah.
caterpillars from fucking Bug's Life?
with
Holy
the
shit.
Swedish accent.
Yeah,
What, did you just get
alright.
visited
Yeah,
by
the
Xander,
fucking
the
big
fucking
green Billy?
French and Indian
Big
war
Green
vet?
Joe?
Big
Yeah,
Mac?
dude. Yes, dude, 100 of them, bro, all over the tomato plants. Deal with them. The hornworms, fuck them, and they're huge, just like that fat motherfucker on the movie. Yeah, I'm
Remember
gonna
he
have
goes
to
wings
eat
at the end and
those,
they're
bro.
like fucking like 2-inch wings, and he's a fat piece. Not even for him. It's
Yeah.
probably like
For a
Every
mill.
single bug, though.
I think bugs-
That's what I'm saying, the
Wait,
hornworms.
hold on. Because honestly, like, if I'm walking somewhere, I feel like I zone out a lot, and I don't even notice people passing by me.
no. If you
Or
don't
is it
notice
just-
it, you don't eat it. But like I said,
Okay.
if
If
it's
I- if I
natural,
see it-
if your eye catches it and you see it,
What if it's
in
already
your fucking
dead?
eyeball, you still eat it.
Whoa. What if it's dead in a pile of fucking black tar heroin?
Do I gotta try to
Shit.
catch them?
It's gonna
Do I
be a spicy
like,
bug.
or do they just like stop? Like, do they freeze and I just pick it up as soon as I see it?
Pretty
Or do
much
I have to
once you
chase
see
it?
him, it goes, and it's in your
It
hand.
just
you
stops
have,
and
like,
it's
the
like, come in.
force.
Yeah, so it just goes, and it's right. in your
I would
hand.
do
Right
it.
to
I
your
would
mouth.
do it. I
To
would
be
do
honest,
it. I
I
would
think that
just,
both of your
$1 million.
scenarios are worse than mine. I think I have the.
I would
easiest
just
one.
look
Being
up
in-
into the sky or something. I'd just be like,
Because being in New York, I just feel like after living in Charlotte, like just bugs and life in general of insects is
Yeah, but think about how
wilder
many
'cause-
mosquitoes you come into. Like
Okay,
that
that's
motherfucker,
actually-
you're gonna be-
that
that's actually-
motherfucker
that's
might
actually-
have just came from Magic Johnson's in the early 2000s.
That's actually
True.
a great point, Jody, that you brought that up because I meant to bring that up as a disclaimer. I mean, like, I'm not saying like gnats that are like flying in your head. Like I'm not gonna go crazy and make because you'd be like Chinese water torture in a hot day. There's like gnats flying.
Okay.
I'm talking like bugs, like bugs of like substance.
Bugs. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. I meant to say that. Yeah,
Bugs
not
that
like little
somewhat
fucking.
contribute to society.
Yeah.
Think about like imagine
like a
you're
bumblebee?
fucking yeah. Oh, dude.
That's what I'm
What about
saying,
any
dude.
kind of bee? Bite the stinger.
Imagine trying to
Hornworm,
fucking
bro.
eat
You
a
don't want to eat a
wasp.
hornworm.
All right, here's
Slugs?
the second. So you'd both
I've been
do it.
dealing
I would
with
do it.
No, a
slugs,
slug
bro.
isn't a bug.
If a slug's in a bug in a rug, if it's a mouse in the house, it's
Snug
a
as a
rat.
bug. A snug as a bug in a rug, not a
A
slug.
slug isn't a bug?
Slug is not a bug. A bug is like an insect.
What? What is it?
It's a
What the fuck is a slug if it's not an insect? A reptile?
Yeah.
A slug considered.
It definitely is.
A slug is an insect.
It's a mollusk.
Oh yeah, true, but okay, but
It's
we're splitting
mollusk?
hairs here.
No,
Yeah, so
Dude, I
you're
have
telling me they're
never
related to
considered-
oysters and shit.
I have. Yeah. I have never
I
considered.
get that, but it's still a goddamn
bug,
insect.
A slug to be no.
All right, well, fuck the slugs. You don't gotta eat the slugs. Fuck them.
Okay, well that's good because there's a lot of slugs in my backyard. And I ain't eating
So
them.
we'd all do it then, to close
Yeah,
out.
I think so.
All right, now the second scenario, and I
Giving
want to
it the
know
old
even more
college
so
try.
feedback of it. No, it's the same scenario, just different route. It was a fork in the road, and I went
Different
one way, but I
cartoon
had
realm?
another. So the other one was, would you rather? And this is more would you rather, not a scenario. Do the eat the same bug scenario. Every bug you see for a year, you have to eat. But instead of just getting a dollar figure and would you do it for that amount of money in a scenario? Would you rather eat every bug you see for an entire 365-day year, or eat a live mouse one time, and that's it?
Is it like a field mouse, a New York City mouse?
That is valid. Yeah, is it a Pennsylvania mouse? Is it an Amish mouse? Or is it a fucking
It's a
disgusting disease-ridden fucking NYC
Is
mouse?
it half hopped up on the fucking leftover heroin on the subway tracks?
Yeah.
I'm going more off size here. The mouse is edible. It's not gonna kill you.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's bigger than like a fucking Petco mouse. But it's not as big as a New York City mouse.
Oh, dude,
That thing-
like you have to
fucking
like, and it's a
Just
live
like a
one,
lab,
too.
like a lab mouse, a lab
you
Maybe
mouse.
the size of like
You
it's
have
the
to
size
chew
of your
through the
phone.
fucking the cartilage bones.
Maybe like the size of your phone.
Okay, so what is it again? It's would you rather what? Eat
The bugs
all
for
the
a
bugs
Eat
for a
eat
year?
every bug you see for an entire year, or one time, one off in that same year, you have to eat a live mouse.
Just okay, so January
And I'm
1st
talking-
starts. Okay,
I'm talking
January 1st
eat them.
starts. Somebody goes, listen, the rest of the year you're eating all the bugs you see, or at some point in this year, just to eat this mouse.
Okay,
Right.
you know,
Basically,
can I set the scene? It's New Year's Eve,
Okay,
and you're in
please.
some
I
random
would
person's
love-
kitchen at like 5 a.m. Because that's the only place.
I mean, that's the only time I think this whole entire situation would come awry.
Just huddle
Okay.
around a glass coffee table.
All right, yeah, and this guy's just like, listen, somehow I have control of all the bugs.
Or you
In the
eat this
world.
mouse.
He pulls out of his trench coat.
And
binder.
it's live. It's live, and I
It
have
is
to
live.
eat it.
Yes.
Definitely the mouse. I just get it done with. Done. Give me the mouse.
That might take me a couple
was it?
hours. But yeah, I think so.
A couple hours. What? Just fucking crush the mouse, bro. Just eat it.
You
Couple
have to
hours? What are
kill
you
it
eating,
with
a
your teeth.
goddamn-
You have to rip the head off.
A
With your
couple
mouth.
hours? That sounds worse. That sounds way
No,
worse.
I'm just saying.
Eat it in one bite.
Oh,
Swallow it like a what?
One bite. I said it's the size of your phone. That's a
That's a
fat
rat.
mouse.
I don't. You're fitting this in your mouth?
That's a very hefty mouse.
No, you think that's a
No,
rat?
yeah, that's closer. It's a small.
Are you
rat,
saying
for sure.
girth and everything? That is a rat.
Yeah.
All right.
No, like a mouse, I would say it's about the size of these miniature binoculars.
Yeah,
What the
a mouse,
hell?
bro.
No, mice are small.
Maybe like this
Yeah.
book right here.
That's
Yeah,
a
I would
stout
say
rat.
that's yeah. No, that's that.
That's a mouse.
The length,
Yeah.
not the width. Mice are tiny,
not the
dude.
girth. Yeah, just a square mouse.
All right, it's a. I
A
said
mouse
it's
is
bigger
about,
than
like,
a pet
A
three
mouse.
mouse
fingers.
is this size.
A little
No.
longer. Yeah,
Rubber duck.
for sure. A little
That's
longer.
like that's like a domesticated like Petco mouse that you put in like a little
Yeah,
fucking
you
So
feed
cage.
to
no
a
pet
snake.
mouse. All right, so we're going wild mouse. All right. Christ Almighty. All right.
Dude, the
He's a-
hardest
he's a-
part
I
is
crunched
He's
the
a-
fuck
he's a
out of a
two-
mouse.
he's a
I crunched the
2-pound
shit
mouse.
out of it. It's a rat. A 2-pound mouse? That's huge.
No, it's
bro.
it's bigger than a like I said,
2-pound
bigger-
mouse.
I was fucking around. I don't even know what that would look like.
That's large.
It's a
like
fucking
a rat.
it's bigger than like a fucking mouse that you go buy for your kid at the store, but it's smaller than like some fucking wild.
Hey Jimmy, you want to go buy a mouse?
People do shit like that. You can buy mice.
Yeah.
I know. It's just,
You want to
They're
go buy
fucking
it?
gross.
you want to go buy a
Hey,
mouse?
Dad, can we go buy a mouse?
Yeah.
I'm going to eat
Listen,
it.
if my kid comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, Dad, I want a mouse."
I'm going
just
to
a
punch him
mouse.
into the nth dimension.
No.
So what would you do?
I think I'm going to have to get over it.
I'm eating
All
the
right, let's
mouse,
just. I put it
no
this way.
doubt.
It takes at least 2 bites to eat the mouse. You're not one pocketing it.
What if it bites your
I
tongue
would
when you're trying
definitely
to bite its
chew
head
it.
off?
I'd chew it more than 2 times. Chew it right up.
No, I said 2
No,
bites.
2
Like,
bites.
you can't fit it all in your mouth in one
Oh,
shot.
so I
You can't pop her.
like
Yes,
beef jerky.
correct.
Yo,
Just
what if,
rip
it,
it
apart?
what if it fucking, like, scratches your tongue or bites your tongue? Bites your
Hey,
fucking
that's-
uvula.
That's, I think, something you're gonna have to deal with.
I mean, I'll give you this. If
no,
you really
but if you
wanted
bite
to,
it in half, it's not gonna bite nothing. Bite him
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, you bite the ass first.
I'm eating the fucking
Don't bite that
mouse.
motherfucking fish.
You're gonna go ass
Wait.
first, so he just shoots dump in your throat.
Oh, that's another thing, dude. Everything
Yeah.
shits when it dies.
You said ass first.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, but
Yeah.
what if, like, if you
Yeah,
go head, if you
yeah,
go head
fuck.
first, like, it's probably
He's
gonna
vomiting.
bite something.
He just barfs. He's
He
like,
goes,
You gotta eat the dick and balls too.
everything. Even the tail. The tail, I think, would be one of the worst parts.
Yeah,
just-
you
nah,
you know those
like
that
a
guys
shoelace.
have real
Ah.
big dicks and
When
balls.
the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
That's
some
not-
Yeah.
morning.
So the fucking Lady in the Tramp.
Yeah.
What would you
I'd
do
do
though
the
in that
mouse.
scenario?
Mouse.
Yeah, I
mouse.
think I'm gonna go with mouse. Get it over with.
Okay.
That's so gross, but it goes back to we've been stapling on this for a while since we've done this pod. It's
Well,
like, especially for me, sometimes it just comes down for me time over the shittiness. Like if I could do something
That's what I'm
faster
saying.
that's worse,
So
I
I
think
mean,
I'd rather
give me
do
the
that.
mouse. Give
The
me the mouse, bro.
elongated time periods, the ones that tweak me out.
Yeah,
Imagine
I'm
being
not,
Yeah,
I
old
can't
years
deal
of
with the
your life.
anxiety of that shit.
Like,
Fuck
fuck,
that.
I gotta leave my house again and go to work.
Yeah, I'd eat the mouse.
How many
dude.
bugs
Suck
am I gonna
royal
fucking
balls,
see
but-
today?
As soon as you leave your door, there's like
How
a
many-
fucking
you're,
giant
like, worried,
spider
yeah,
When
in
the
that.
fucking Chinese lantern flies came? Are you kidding me? Dude,
Cicadas?
That's what I'm
Cicadas?
saying. The cicadas. Oh my god,
Oh. Luckily,
Dude,
I don't
would've
get
been
any.
dead. So-
Like, we don't get any in the
Yeah,
city.
in the city. Yeah,
dude!
yeah.
I would have literally been like bloated. I would have been eating so
Dude.
many. I would've been
but-
like,
Yo, when Austin lived in
Yeah, the
Jersey
Billy
City,
Manning.
please stop.
when Austin lived in Jersey City, I went to go meet up with him like on a Saturday. This is when the Chinese lantern fly thing was happening. There was about 500 on his block. I'm gonna have to cancel the
Like
plan.
this?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm stuck
They got, like,
outside.
pistols.
I'm stuck outside. I'm having a
500.
smorgasbord
They're like,
of lantern
Gang,
flies.
gang. Oh, block.
Yeah, bro.
Chinese lantern gang,
Bro,
bitch.
I swear to it was easily over 100. They were everywhere, dude. Half of them
Like,
were fucking.
They're like picking
squished.
up cars and shit. They're like, fuck you, civic bitch.
Yeah,
They're like tormenting the neighborhood.
rioting. Yeah, they're
Dude,
like,
it was. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean used to? Where does he live now?
Oh, he's back on Long Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
okay.
All right. Well, we both agreed there. So I don't
All
think I think we've yet to have
Oh,
a
there's 3 of
splitter
us.
today. Didn't I say
Have
that?
we,
You
no,
said-
we haven't
you
had
said
a split,
both.
have we?
No, I said for both
Oh.
scenarios.
Oh, yeah.
Like
okay.
both versions of what I said. We were three-way ties. I don't think we've had a splitter yet though today.
No,
Of
we haven't.
2 and 1.
We've had
Yeah.
a lot of fucking extremes.
Well, I think
Yes,
everything
yes.
that we've had so far has been like none of which were like, oh yeah, I'll easily do that one. It was just like the other one sucks
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
So I'd rather take
All
the
right.
latter. Yeah.
All right, how about
Yeah.
this one? All right, here we go. Would you
Here
rather
we go.
Okay, World War II, Normandy Beach. Okay, you are storming the beach, right? And as soon as you fucking touch your feet on those sands, whatever happens, happens. You just, you could live, you could make it through, or you could get your fucking guts blown out, whatever the fuck. Or we're gonna go to the classic, The Rock blows both of your knees out, both of them, and you're just you're left in the room. You're just left in the room. You heal, you figure it out. I don't know. That's it.
Can I crawl out and seek medical attention?
Yep. But
Do I have a phone on me?
You go through, no, but you are in close proximity to a public space.
Do I have a help I've fallen and can't get up necklace? Whatever.
You have no life alerts, no.
Life alert? Please! I'd be fucking...
Yo, they show up. What happened? The Rock jumped on my knees. Oh, you didn't fall. They fucking leave.
He jumps on your knees and you sit there. You sit there for an hour. You sit there for an hour, and EMTs show up, and then you go through the healing process. And maybe you walk again. Maybe you don't.
In Los Angeles during fucking rush hour, it takes them an hour to show up.
It could be.
I mean, something at In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, yeah. Can I get the animal sauce?
But 7-Eleven.
Yeah, but we couldn't get in and out of that parking lot. You know what I mean? Dad jokes. Imagine that's the guy who literally showed up telling like shitty dad jokes. He's like, we couldn't get in and out of there though.
My legs are destroyed.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You're sitting there like your legs are literally flamingo legs,
Sir,
folding the opposite.
I'm a quadriplegic. Yeah, you want to try some? Yeah, I got some fries left over.
Honestly, I would tell that paramedic, I hope your wife's cheating on you right now.
Am I me now on Normandy?
Yes, right now.
So I have my level of intelligence to those
right
old
now. I
shit.
snap my fingers, and you're either on Normandy Beach or you're in a room with The Rock, and he blows your knees out.
And do I have a 2025 level weapon to their muskets and shit?
No.
Dude, they have fucking machine guns in bunkers.
You have a fucking Thompson.
I was making a joke. I'm saying, but as far as like, I can obviously have a way better.
You have a fucking PPSH or whatever the fuck.
No, like you really can't, bro. Dude, if like,
what do you mean? If I had a fucking AR-15 or whatever the hell they are nowadays,
no.
You're on a beach. They're in bunkers on a hill. Yeah, by a fucking absolute luck.
Me
and you could be running side by side. I will end up with 19 million bullet holes across my body.
You're like, yo, how Milligan?
Tommy's like, hey, how you doing, Joey?
I mean, first of all, Joey, I'm probably picking the other option, but I have to dissect the bullet.
No, you do.
You're going knees?
Like, in the reality,
I'm going knees.
Oh, dude.
Really?
1000%.
I don't know, dude.
Because even if you do survive that, you're stuck.
I think
the rest
Normandy,
of your life. Like you're gonna see pretty a guy with his head over here to the eastern corner, and his fucking
true.
uvula.
And a sweat drop down.
Fuck's the uvula? His fucking jaw.
They're crawling. They have like no bottom half of their bodies.
Yeah, dude.
It's like Nazi zombies.
They just crawls. Yeah, they're like,
leave a crawler. Leave a crawler. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm just. I mean, I would like to be
knees.
Like,
okay.
If I had to, I'd like to be in a patriotic mindset. And be like, fuck it, if I'm gonna die, I'll do it for my country.
That's what I'm saying.
But if the other option is just me getting my fucking absolute ACLs, MCLs, PCLs, and everything,
and you're just laying in a fucking old. You're just laying in a warehouse with your knees blown out for an hour.
No, I'll definitely survive. I'll get out of there.
Oh my.
Dude, I knocked on a door at 3 a.m. hammered drunk in Florida and staying in the Grand State. I'll knock on as many.
Well, you had your knees.
Yeah, but I'm saying I have no fear.
You're just knocking on the door like a fucking crawler. You're like,
wait, so I'm not near like any other residence?
You're in like an old warehouse, and then he just literally leaves, and then he's like, figure it out. You are in a half-mile radius of things, of like a Walmart.
But you already said EMT shows up after an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm Gucci.
That's true.
I'm vibing.
I mean, personally, I'd rather not wait
An
the
hour.
hour.
You have to lay there for an hour in pain.
Better than army crawling a half a mile, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm not even trying to get out of there. I'm
just speaking my 2 cents.
Gotta make it an hour. Yeah.
And let's set the timer.
Yippee.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you're doing. Clicking your heels. You're like, only an hour, baby. Oh, let me check my time. 58 minutes.
Yeah.
Can I pass out?
My knees are
pain?
fucked up, but
No,
I'm
no, that's
No, there's Justin Peretti's
always
with
a
smelling
stipulation.
salts.
I don't think that's
he's like,
As soon as you he's like, don't you dare.
Can you help me, you asshole?
Yeah, he's like, nope, you got
waking
55
me
more
up?
minutes.
He just starts sadistically laughing. Just
Yeah,
drinking
just imagine
Guinness.
you're literally brutally injured.
That would be more disturbing. Seeing Justin Peretti every time I pass out.
Instead of Peretti helping you out, he's just standing there in the corner on a stool, like scrolling TikTok. And as soon as you pass out, he stands up, scurries on over,
He's like,
and you're like,
scrolling.
Doesn't help you at all.
He's like,
fucking Timon the
smoking a
meerkat.
cigarette. He's just like,
Yo, you mind if I get a cigarette? Absolutely not.
yeah, he's like, sucker
Please.
bitch.
No, yeah, I think, dude.
I don't know,
do
dude. I
don't
think
know,
I
man.
do Normandy.
Although, in Normandy, you
That
have
sounds
you
patriotic,
have
like you
the
said.
chance of it just being over right away.
Can I hide
Exactly.
Before you even hop on.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
You
nowhere to
could.
hide. You're on a beach.
I would just cover my body with dead bodies.
Yo, here's the
Play
crazy
dead.
thing about bodies. Bullets can rip through them.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
they're
who's
gonna
gonna
be
shoot
shooting
at
at
random
dead
dead
bodies.
bodies?
Yeah.
They're shooting
whole
a
point of
fucking
hiding a dead-
machine gun, dude.
Dude, I don't think
Yeah,
people hide under dead bodies so that it could be a shield. I think they do it so that they could
Like, that guy's
hopefully
dead. We don't need to
not
shoot
get
him.
shot at. Yeah, because they're like,
Yeah, but
don't
then
waste
you're-
any ammo on that piece of shit.
But
He's
Some
dead.
guy was like,
but then-
let me
then-
destroy this corpse a bit.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, if you were
Probably
someone who laid under a dead body and was hoping to survive, and someone turned and goes, maybe I'll give this one a couple more. You're sitting under there going, oh fuck,
Yeah.
like you know you're
Yeah,
fucked.
that
Like
one-
I don't think I don't think your goal was like, oh, here's my riot shield. Oh, impenetrable.
I mean,
like,
but like
I
at
don't think
that
was your goal.
point, like I'd rather just try to make it forward and at least kill some people, like kill some Nazis. Like I don't want to just lay there just hearing people get ripped to shreds. Like,
Can I put on like a? Can I at least if I go to Normandy?
can I listen to the Buckle In podcast?
Can I,
Yeah, definitely.
One AirPod in. It's like it's 1946.
Like, hey, yo, this shit's crazy.
Can I at least?
Yeah, I definitely
can
eat
I
all
at
these
least put
bugs
on
for a
a-
year.
Can I at least like
I'll take the 1,000
equip to
guys.
myself? Can I at least equip myself with like 14 grenades and pull a pin on one and then
No,
run into their bunker?
it's literally
Just
like
It's
COD.
fucking-
It's COD. You
I'll fucking
you
kamikaze-
have
kamikaze
literally
myself for
your
the
main
cause.
gun, a fucking side pistol, and fucking.
Just
I mean,
completely
if
in
it's
the
Call of
one
Duty, I'm
nade.
getting out of there alive. You already know that.
Well, no, I'm not talking about skill wise. I'm talking about inventory.
Oh shit.
Can we at least have proper training of dodging bullets? Like
No,
the
it's
Matrix?
literally like
There's a
1940s,
needle.
bro. You literally are just like a fucking
Yeah,
drunk
yeah.
kid, and they're like, "Yo, come out here and fight." And you're like,
I would hide my ass off, to be quite honest with you.
"Yeah, me too."
Even though I'm such a fucking family and friend oriented person, if I honestly went out there with like you two assholes, I'd
True.
be fighting my taint off because I'm not letting
True,
you guys go
yeah.
down. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
So it's
yeah.
easier said than if I were to go out there with a bunch of random pieces of shit. I'd
Yeah,
be like,
if-
good luck to you
yeah.
motherfuckers, and I'd sit in this
Yeah.
boat that's like tilted upside down on the beach and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at me. But if I'm out there with my boys, I mean, fuck it, I'd rather die. I'd rather die than sit there like a bitch and watch my
Yeah.
friends die.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm
Yeah.
going down shooting.
No, I
So
think
that's the
I think
reality.
I too would rather
I do.
die than hide.
If I'm watching my fucking
Dear boy.
friends and boys
Like-
die, I mean, if you drop me,
At that point too, though, like those people become your brothers.
no, but I'm saying like, if
Band
you
of
were to
brothers.
drop me in
Yeah,
some
yeah,
weird
exactly.
scenario where you
I
literally,
rewatched it recently.
No
parachuted
shit.
me. No, of course, anyone, even if they weren't your boys beforehand, will
Yeah.
be when you're out there. I'm
Yeah.
saying like if you were to drop me in some scenario where literally
Oh,
I
like
flew
Hunger Games type of shit.
yeah, with people I didn't know, I'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck y'all, I'll hide under this
I'd gut
boat.
a motherfucker, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. of course, even if they're like, dude, even like playing sports, like teammates of mine that I played with, I would still like fight with. Like, I'm just saying, if you drop me with random motherfuckers on a beach and said, do what you gotta do in a scenario,
live your best life.
Yeah, I'm digging a fucking sandcastle, fucking cave or some shit. I'm fucking hiding under there and breathing through a fucking
Castle cave. Yeah, they'd be
piece,
like,
piece of bamboo or
some
something.
what's this sandcastle doing over there? Yeah, they'd be like, who built that sandcastle? They come
How'd
over
you
and
find me?
like,
Dude, the sandcastle is like 13 feet tall.
It literally says,
Yeah.
welcome.
yeah. Yeah. It says like, wipe your
There's
feet.
welcome, man. Actually.
Wipe your paws.
You have a sign on the door that says, your home,
Yeah,
my home is your home.
Live, laugh, love.
It's like, come on in.
This
The
isn't a
water's
house,
fine.
it's a home.
Righty, I think we're gonna shut it down, folks.
Well, I think we should say, to wrap things up before the recording goes off,
Yeah.
appreciate you watching if you have.
Fuck yeah.
Subscribe to the channel if you have as well
Yes,
on
sir.
YouTube. Appreciate you.
Yep.
And also,
Joey D,
support
thank you
and
for
watch on
joining us.
TikTok and Instagram.
Of course.
So,
Yes.
Honored to be here.
Fuck yeah, it was a great app, boys. We got a lot of content. Love y'all so much. And I salute you.
Go Knicks.
Knicks
Sleep
and
tight.
four.
Yes.
I say ye.
Good night, Moon.